here with Professor of Biology Tina Garza from the University of Texas at El Paso. We're here talking about her career development. Welcome.
Thank you.
What is your background?
I'm third generation Chicana. So my grandparents, my parents, and myself were all born in the U.S. But I am born and raised in El Paso, so it's a border town. So it's, even though I'm third generation U.S., and so our family's been here for 100 years or more, I'm very Mexican. Which I think has been good because I've had the best of both worlds. We had the family culture from the Mexican side and the Americanization as far as education, which has mostly been Catholic, to tell the truth. So I went to parochial grade school, parochial middle school, parochial high school, parochial college. Was my parents' influence, very Catholic. But then I did my undergraduate studies in San Antonio, Texas, which was still close enough to home, but far enough away that my parents couldn't drop in whenever they felt like it. Did my graduate studies in Virginia, University of Virginia, and then did my postdoc at the Ontario Cancer Institute in Toronto. And then 13 years after I left home, I came back to El Paso for my first academic position, and I've been there since 2000.
How did you get into science?
I had really good grade school teachers, and I really give credit to the parochial school system. A lot of it was very self-driven, and since there wasn't any need to keep all the students together, we were allowed to pace ourselves as slow or as fast as our abilities allowed us to. And I was doing geometry in the 4th grade, and for some reason I was really good at math, so I really was leaning towards going into engineering or computer science because I thought math was really cool. And the summer between my freshman and sophomore year in high school, I participated in an engineering program at the local university, University of Texas at El Paso, which is where I now am a faculty member. And it was a 6-week program. You spent 2 weeks doing mechanical engineering, 2 weeks chemical, 2 weeks electrical, I guess. We had to build bridges out of popsicle sticks, and we had to build boats out of cardboard and glue and race them down the Rio Grande. Yeah, I didn't care for it. Engineering wasn't for me, so I had to decide how else I was going to use my interest in science, and it just naturally went towards biology, and I've been in biology ever since. I mean, it's kind of wavered between what specific field since then. I'm now in immunology, but biology started because I didn't like engineering enough.
What are your hobbies and interests?
Really good question. My life really revolves around research and teaching and mentoring, which I love doing all three. It doesn't give me much time for hobbies. But my sister had a baby about 3.5 years ago, so I have a 3.5-year-old niece, now her godmother. And so every spare time I can get, I'm pretty much with her. So she keeps me young. And about the only probably active thing I do in my life is interacting with her. But otherwise, I don't really have much time for any other kind of hobby.
What impact do you see making in the future?
So I'm a product of affirmative action, and I'm very proud to say that. So I had funding as an undergraduate, funding as a graduate, funding as a postdoc, and even PI funding now as a scientist, all through minority-driven initiatives. And it's given me a sense of wanting to give back. And I started in SOCNAS, which I guess in 1989, so it's been 20 years since I started. And I've always had the sense that I wanted to get involved in minority science education. And so where I see myself going is having a bigger role in SOCNAS. Right now I'm on the board of directors, so I'm actually already part of the leadership element of the society. But I see myself one day actually becoming president and taking our needs and abilities of the society and its membership to DC and actually impacting the kind of choices and decisions and policies being made there that affect our entire community across the country.
Thank you.